From the Tennessee Valley Weather Center, this is a severe weather alert.
All right, folks, good afternoon. It is 3:38. Ben Luna here with you in the Tennessee Valley Weather Center, joined by Fred Gossage, Kelli Rosson, and Bryan Wilson. One thing that we do in the Tennessee Valley Weather Center is use the technology that we've got to keep an eye on things and to let you know if there's something that we think is suspicious looking. And, well, that's exactly what we found.
And I do want to add, by the way, just as I said this, Sam said it may need a warning. So he's watching that as well over at the Weather Service in Nashville.
Okay.
That has been acknowledged, so we're keeping an eye on that. And I think we have a
Are you on?
I think we have a TDS. Yes, I'm on.
Okay.
But I think you should check CC.
Turn your mic on.
Oh. Yes, my mic's off, but do check CC. Oh, here, watch out. You have to go
This one
on
is
live.
Okay.
What we're looking at is a
Sorry,
possible tornado that is forming or has formed.
Right there.
Yep, there it is. There it is. This is going to be, Kelly, zoom in and let me get a couple of streets here bearing where we are. This is South Hood Road. This is going to be the further extent of South Hood. Zoom directly into this. I think I know where we are here. There's Mount Lebanon Road. This is going to be a very likely tornado right here. If you are in the area of South Hood Road, Dave
Hill Road.
Dave Hill Road, and then North Bradley Road. This is just to the southwest of Lawrenceburg. This is a likely area of rotation.
Check CC.
If you are in this area, southwest of Lawrenceburg, and then
Yep, look at
working your way into Lawrenceburg proper, we have reason to believe, looking at our live Doppler weather radar, that we are seeing in real time a potential tornado touchdown. What we have seen here is a drop in the correlation coefficient. In layman's terms, what happens is when a tornado touches down, anything from dirt to debris lofts back up into the atmosphere, and when it does, our radar beam sees it and it translates it into these colors right here. This is South Hood Road. This is North Bradley Road. This is due southwest of Lawrenceburg. This potential area of rotation is coming across in real time. You're looking at this in real time with our live Doppler weather radar, North Bradley Road, here within a matter of a couple of seconds.
Yep. Sam is still watching that. That's our friend at the Weather Service. He's keeping an eye on that. Warning might be coming soon, he says. So either way, regardless of that, it looks like we do have confirmation here on this radar of that, because we're looking at 500 feet.
Yeah, we're looking directly at this storm at 500 feet in the atmosphere. This is from our live radar here in Lawrenceburg. We're looking right into the middle of this thing. And when we see this occur, this is textbook radar meteorology on a potential tornado touchdown.
All right, and we've moved.
Yeah, and I'm keeping an eye on our camera as well, because we do have our
Alright.
camera looking right into this. Nothing
Yes, we
yet, but I'll let you know if I see anything.
Okay, and again, I apologize, I have to get a little bit closer.
Then let me just verify that this
Lebanon Road.
is. Okay, yeah, this
Wow,
is
look at
our
that.
area of rotation right here.
I need you in here right now.
And here we've got the potential debris ball on correlation coefficient. That is just south of Granddaddy Road and approaching or on top of right now Mount Lebanon Road. Go ahead, Ben.
All right, yep, that's right where Kelly put it. This is Granddaddy Road. This is Mount Lebanon Road. In the area of background photographers, that is one of the more common landmarks
Tornado
in
warning.
the area. And
Yep.
here we do get
There
a
we
new
go.
tornado warning now coming across. It's issued by the National Weather Service.
Yeah, that goes until 4:15. He issued that based on our data, so we're going to go ahead
Okay.
get that tornado warning. Yep.
All right, Kelly, if you would zoom out just a little bit.
Of course. Eventually, there we go. Okay.
The National Weather Service in Nashville has issued a tornado warning for Lawrence County, Giles County, and a portion of Murray County, effective until 4:15 this afternoon. This is based off of our live Doppler weather radar returns, in addition to that of the Huntsville NextRad. We believe we are seeing a live tornado on the ground as this storm, here, right here it is.
Yep, there it
tornado
is.
on the ground,
Absolutely.
crossing Gore Road. This has just crossed Granddaddy Road, coming into Gore Road. Downrange, you've got Robertson and Shotwell Road.
Oh, we just had power flashes on our tower cam.
Let's go to Tower Cam.
You can't
It's
see
on
much.
links too.
It's on links 2, yes. Oh, go
Links
ahead.
1, sorry.
Sorry. You can't quite see it here, but right there at the base point, yeah, a little bit to the right there, right around there is where I saw that. So keep an eye on that. That's going to be pushing
you can
eastward
actually
side.
kind of see a little bit of a dip.
Yep, sort of right there. That's the corridor.
Okay. Fred, did you make sure we're on up front?
Yeah, they're working on it right now if they're not already on.
Okay.
There go
Yep.
the sirens.
All right,
Oh, yeah, I hear
tornado
that.
sirens are now sounding. It looks like this is a fast-moving storm.
It is.
Let's go back to radar. If you're in Robertson Road, if you're in Shotwell Road, just to the west of David Crockett Elementary School, Brian, I need radar up, please, real quick.
Sorry. Yep,
If
absolutely.
you were in that area, right here is the tornado. This is it, right here, on the ground. Robertson Road, as fast as this thing is moving, on top of Robertson probably right now. Shotwell Road, Fred, if you would, pop me up just a little bit. Waynesboro Highway, let's see. Gibbs Road, okay, this is going to be David Crockett State Park, back down to that way. This is going to be traveling just to the west of Lawrenceburg and running right up through Shotwell, Robertson, near Crockett Elementary School, okay? Right here that is it, right here, in excellent detail. That is traveling, I would say, almost perfectly northwest.
Northeast, yes.
Or northeast.
Let me update the speed after I do the track, and then I'll get your times. I just ran out of room to draw it.
Okay.
We got it moving at 40 miles an hour.
Yeah, working on it right this second. Oh, almost had it. There we go. You're good now. This does also include far southern Murray County and northern Giles County tornado warning, in addition to central and northeastern Lawrence County, Tennessee.
All right, so as a point of reference, right here is David Crockett Elementary School. This is just a couple of miles to the northwest of Crockett Elementary in the area of Robertson Road, Shotwell Road. This is about to be crossing Highway 64 west.
one so we can double
If you are
screen, please.
listening or watching us in the area,
Lawrenceburg Cam links
64
one. Can you
west,
open
back up
OBS,
through Gibbs
please?
Road as well. You need to be in your tornado safe place right now. That is as far away from windows and doors as
Can you hit that
possible.
button, please?
Folks, this is what we trained for. This is what schools were called off for today. Buses would be on the road right now if schools were in session. And we have a very likely tornado on the ground west of Lawrenceburg, moving northwest this afternoon, affecting folks in the area of South Hood Road, North Bradley Road, Mount Lebanon Road. This is where this storm has come from, and then from there downrange. This is a fast-moving storm.
Yep.
Just a second, Ben. We're going to double box with the Sky Cam here in just a second. While Ben's changing out his mic batteries, you can grab my mic off of me if you need to.
And I'll go ahead and call out some roads that it's coming up on now. It looks like it's just crossed 64, coming up near Gibbs Road and Perry Lane on the north side of 64. They're moving northeast at about 40 miles an hour. So it'll be coming over, looks like Buffalo Road here within a few minutes. But right now, it looks like it's probably just now crossed 64. The scan might be about a minute old, but it's still coming up through here.
Yeah. Right here it is, right on top of Shotwell.
Sorry.
And I put that mic pack right there, Fred, if y'all want to change out those batteries. Likely get a new scan here in just a second. Downrange, here's Gibbs Road, David Crockett State Park, just immediately west. Down here is Crockett Elementary. So within a mile radius of Crockett, and then on the north side of Crockett Park, that's going to bring you into Valley Road. That's going to bring you out toward the market, the Buffalo Road Market. This is actually following a path very close to 2008 tornado that touched down and moved through here in April of that year. And by far, guys, since we've had this radar, this is one of the most, if not well-defined tornadic signatures.
Yeah, I would agree, Ben. I've seen a lot of radar signatures on this, and this is probably one of the more notable.
Right here it is.
Yep.
All right, we have now crossed over. We're just west of Gibbs Road.
Shelton Barnett, our friend at the EMA, reports roofs off house on North Bradley Road.
Okay.
5 miles west of Lawrenceburg.
That is within the warned area. You have a subdivision right through here, a lot of homes here, that has gone right through it. Jen, if you're watching, That just went right on top. Sarah, if you're watching, I want you to call Jen and check on her, okay? That's going to be right near her house, her and Randy both. And then, man, this thing is picked up and it is moving. This is going to be, I think, Valley Road. Fred, if you would zoom in.
I think that might be Gibbs Road.
Go down. This is the one that I'm...
It's not being labeled.
Okay. All right, so Griffin Road, you've got Dora Lane. Griffin Road, you have... I want this fixed tomorrow morning. I can't see these things. In this area of Griffin Road, Dora Lane, here's Griffin Road, Gang Road, tornado on the ground. We have damage reports.
Yep.
And this is going to be exactly 5 miles west of Lawrenceburg.
Flip you over to live radar so we can label some streets.
Thank you.
Yep.
Give me just a second to get situated.
And then
keeping an eye on the tower cam. We're looking right into it there. We're looking right in that corridor. So if it's there, we'll see it. If it does power flashes again.
Okay. All right, we're looking right at it.
It does have a lot of rain in front of it, so it's not something you're just going to see.
Yeah.
If you look outside, you do not want to be outside. You need to be in your shelter right now.
Absolutely.
It is a little more noisy, but it's that signature west.
Nope, it's north. It's north. North. Right there. Yeah.
Okay, sorry. There we go. Okay, so that's not nearly as noisy. Okay, there we go. All right, let me get you some streets labeled.
Okay. This is it. It is still very well defined, but not the most defined that it has been over the past couple minutes. Teresa, Flora just sent me a message. South Park Grove Road, this is 242. Back here to the north, you've got Etheridge Red Hill Road. You can easily see, without a doubt, how this thing is rotating. I mean, phenomenal the way that this is handling. The radar beam is shooting directly into this storm, and how fast, too, it's moving as well. We're still looking at this coming across through South Park Grove Road. From there, downrange, folks, Etheridge Red Hill Road, you've got a few churches out here. This is going to be coming up and clipping on the west side of Etheridge as well. Folks, in Etheridge, back down towards South Park Grove, tornado safe place, as far away from windows and doors as possible on the most interior portion of your home. Keep away from the outside. Make sure you cover your head. We have structural damage. We have reports of roofs that have been damaged back to the southwest of Lawrenceburg when the storm had really started to rotate the very first time.
Now, Ben, we might be getting into some rain here, so the radar might lose the signal for a little bit. We're still looking at it on the tower cam because it's moving pretty close, not that far from the station, really, just a few miles to the northwest of us.
All right, right there it is. Very well-defined storm. And tower cam.
Yep, I've got tower cam facing due northwest right now. Not seeing much on it because we are getting walloped by those rain bands wrapping around the back end of it. So, absolutely. Nonetheless, we know this is confirmed, so even if we don't see it on our radar and our tower cam, we know we need to take this seriously.
Absolutely.
Yep.
I want to switch over to HTX and just kind of see what we're looking at here.
Yep.
It's got it. Not as in detail, of course, but it's got it. So what happens is, unfortunately, the way that weather radar works, the rain, as what Bryan said, has kind of looped back around and it's sitting on top of us, and it's raining so hard that this type of radar beam that we use here is kind of being muffled down a little bit. So the seeing ability of this radar is not being able to glimpse out and actually get a good idea. So that's why we do have the NextRad feeds to fall back on. And so, but right here, Fred's got it in great detail. This is just to the west of Etheridge. If you are in Etheridge, Etheridge Red Hill Road, Rose Farms will be about in here, I guess, to the southwest of Rose Farms. There's Flatwoods Roads, the cemetery, and then you've got FedEx. This is going to be just to the northwest of Memorial Gardens, to the northwest of FedEx and the North Industrial Park. And guys, actually, if this is starting to shift a little more right, we're going to see this actually walk right into downtown Etheridge, or just on the west side of town here in just a second.
You know what? Could we pull up the Etheridge cam?
Yes, we can.
Yes. Yeah, because if it's not now, it will be any second now. Wow, look at that, yeah.
And it is shaking, and you cannot see much. A lot of rain. You can actually see
the streaks, the bands of rain, yeah.
Rain falling almost horizontally because of how strong the wind is.
Now, Ben, are we looking west here?
We are going due west now.
So that'll be looking right into it as it comes through here.
Yep. And that wind is racing.
Yes, it is.
You can see it with the rain bands.
Wow, look at that. That is remarkable. Yeah, wow.
Let's take that full screen.
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and take it full over here. What's that on links 2? Links 1? Okay, there we go. Wow, look at that. You cannot see anything there.
Go back to full.
Oh, yeah. Oh, lost my mouse over here. What? Stand by. There we go, thanks.
Good.
There we go, okay. So this is right inside of it. Mm-hmm. Yep.
That's incredible.
That is incredible.
If you are in Etheridge, if you are just to the north and east of Etheridge, you need to be in your safe space right now. You are seeing right now on the screen. And there go, we'll see.
Yeah. That was it.
I think that, what we'd be looking for now, look at that. You see the wind shift? It just passed us.
Yep.
You see how
that was it.
Yeah, it just passed us, so we're going to steer to the right here.
That's north. So there's northwest.
Yep.
Oh, man.
You might want to spin it around and face it towards east to the northeast, because it looks like it did just pass us. You can see the rain bands are moving in a completely different direction now, so it definitely just passed our Etheridge camera here. Yep. We still have the rotation on radar.
Yep, okay, so here are a couple of time frames. If you are in Liberty Hill, 4:04 p.m. time of arrival, Campbellsville 4:09, Old Linville 4:18, and Linville 4:19. You folks need to be in your safe space. We do have a tornado on the ground. You just saw it pass through our Arctic Air Skycam in Etheridge. You need to be in your safe space. I'm going to read off those times again. 4:04 Liberty Hill, 4:09 Campbellsville, 4:18 Old Linville, 4:19 Linville. This is moving very quickly. You will not see anything if you try to look outside. You need to be in your safe space, away from windows, the lowest interior room in your house, as many walls as you can fit in between you and the outside right now.
All right, I'm going to take us back to radar.
Let's do storm track Doppler.
Okay.
I have it clear.
Okay.
It's about to cross US 43 on the north side of Etheridge. It's not far from Amish Town here. It's the circulation just north of Etheridge here. I'll label some streets for you, and then I'll let you guys talk while I label streets. But that's your clear circulation crossing 43 right now on the north side of downtown Etheridge.
Right where I'm pointing, Fred, because we're kind of got a little noise on this.
It's right in the center of where I'm labeling their streets.
Okay. Okay, so here's the rotation. This is coming across Highway 43 immediately in the area of the central business community of Etheridge. I have Lawrence County EMA Director Shelton Barnett. Shelton, you are live on the air.
Showing a strong signature due west of Etheridge, about 2 or 3 miles.
Shelton, you are live on the air. Can you hear me?
Yes, Ben. Currently, we're having several reports of damage in the west central part of the county, moving through the up towards the Etheridge area, primary areas of concern. We do have spotters seeing a rotating wall cloud that's still to the south over about the West Point area that will cross about Leoma. We have a potential for that second event to happen. People in Lawrence County have not already taken shelter. I urge them to take shelter, both north and south of the city of Lawrenceburg.
All right, Shelton, thank you, friend. We'll be in touch soon.
All right, thank you, sir.
All righty. All right, Lawrence County EMA Director Shelton Barnett with a live phoner this afternoon. What we're looking at is a direct ingestion of the radar data as it actually comes through the system. So what we're looking at now, this area of rotation has now crossed over east of Highway 43. We are just now east of 43, Campbellsville Pike, East Edan Road. Folks, if you're familiar with Top Gun sits right on the Lawrence-Giles County line. This is west of Top Gun. This is about halfway in between Top Gun and the 4-lane. So if you are in that area, there's the Amish sawmill through there. There is the corn maze. In the fall, it's called Deathridge. All of those locations, and immediately north toward the other Amish sawmill that's on the north side of Campbellsville Pike that burned a couple of years ago. This is the rotation area, and actually on this latest scan, looks like it's trying to ramp back up again as it continues to march to the northeast very, very, very fast this afternoon. Right here, here it is. Does that match up with the correlation coefficient?
There's not a debris signature on radar at the moment, but that's the velocity signature right there.
Okay, so there's your velocity signature. That is just to the east of 43. We are south of Alexander Springs Road. This is real-time live Doppler radar. If you were in this portion of Lawrence County, northeast Lawrence, back out toward, you got a couple of churches out through here. Here's Marcella Falls Road. This is going to be working into northwest Giles in just a few minutes. If you are in that portion of the county, you need to exercise your tornado safe place, be as far away from windows and doors as possible this afternoon. Let me get back.
Spotter currently reporting wall cloud west of Loretto. So that's coming from Bill Phillips there. So that must be further south there. There's no warning on that portion of the storm, but we'll take a look. Let me take a look at that.
Well, all right. I was trying to reach back out. Director Barnett had wanted to talk real quick. This is the Etheridge camera.
Sorry, I was trying to switch the radar.
You're fine.
Thanks. You want to go ahead?
We're back on Viper at this point. Things got really busy in the Weather Center here. I apologize. I've got Shelton coming back on now. And Shelton, you are back live.
Again, we've got spotters watching down on the south end. This stuff is still out just to the west of Loretto that will be coming across.
Okay.
We'll make sure that people in the south end keep their heads up on it. Y'all will, with y'all's radars, keep us fed some information also.
Okay. All right. We are watching it right now. We're looking at it.
All right.
Thank you. Shelton Barnett in the Lawrence County Skywarn Net Control. Really busy sounding in the background as those guys have a lot going on and actual confirmed damage reports this afternoon, okay?
Numerous trees down in the city of Etheridge. Fire department personnel report damage path through the center of town through Etheridge. Okay. A new report there coming in from EMA. And indeed, we might have another TDS back on, and it might have come back down there. Getting a little more attenuated, but that would be it right there.
I've got several reports coming through on my phone of damage from across the county. A lot of attention is on this guy west of Loretto. Go to reflectivity.
Yeah, that, you know, definitely worth watching given the connection to this storm. The environment is capable, but no warning on that right now. Definitely not quite as tight as what we saw up here, but we're still seeing up here coming through Jonestown right now.
All right, so this is the current location of the original Doppler indicator, or actual confirmed tornado on the ground. Our indication looking at live Doppler radar, it is still there. We do not have a debris signature at this point, okay? That doesn't mean that something is not being lofted as we speak, but as of right now, this is not nearly as well defined as what it was a few minutes ago. Here's correlation coefficient. This is what we were looking at when we were trying to define where and when the tornado was on the ground a few minutes ago. And now this, looking at the high top radar right on top of Jonestown, This is just to the northwest of or northeast of Alexander Springs. Campbellsville is located
Here, I'm going to pop you up on our storm track because we got a much better view of it there.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah, that's it right there.
Yep, right here it is. So, Fred, if you would label this road that runs out of Alexander Springs and over into Giles County.
I'm going to do a bunch of them for you.
Okay, thank you, sir.
I believe that's Brace Road there.
Those are in Giles County.
I think that's Marcella Road.
All right, Marcella Road. Marcella Road, you've got Marcella Falls just to the south of there. This is going to be crossing here within the next minute into Giles County. Folks, in extreme northwest Giles, right to the west of Powder Mill Branch, you have Jonestown. Here's Highway 166. 166 in downtown Campbellsville. This is north of downtown Campbellsville, okay? That is just off screen, but you do have a very well-defined rotating couplet that is still there crossing the Lawrence-Giles County line between Jonestown and Marcella Road, all right? This is actually riding right into Powder Mill Branch Road, and so a lot of farm area, a lot of houses out through here, so it's a good blend of both. You've got a lot of field, but you do have several clusters of houses in this area as well, as we continue with an active tornado warning this afternoon for Giles, Lawrence, and Murray counties, as now this rotation has crossed almost completely into Giles County at this moment.
Yeah, it looks like they're continuing the... Sorry, Fred, didn't mean to interrupt.
Sorry, I want to very briefly mention, and we'll go right back to this, just so everybody's aware, there are some gusty thunderstorms in northwest Alabama and Lauderdale, Culpeper counties, not ignoring you by any stretch, but there are no warnings down there. The tornado warnings are up in southern Middle Tennessee. If we get a warning in northwest Alabama, we will focus on you too, but as of right now, you're not in danger from a tornado from any of the storms in North Alabama, but we'll flip back to this tornado warning in Tennessee.
All right, and actually for the first time in a long time, Lawrence County Fire and Rescue, they have done an all activation. All county fire departments have now been activated to respond to a likely touchdown of a tornado. I have pictures coming in, numerous reports of debris and damage. This is what we're here for, folks. This is why we're here, to try to keep you safe and you informed. And it all paid off. Today, it all paid off. All right. A lot of noise here. Right here it is. This is in Giles County.
Yep, that's it.
This is just to the west of Anderson Creek Road. Wheeling in the Country. If you're familiar with Wheeling in the Country, just to the southwest of Wheeling in the Country, at the county line, this is the tornado that is coming across as we speak, and that is now moving east-northeast, still at what, 45 miles per hour?
The new warning should be...
They have it at 40, but roughly 40, 45, small difference.
Okay. All right, that's where we stand. At this point, I'm looking at NWS chat real quick off the screen. What about the south end?
Now, I actually saw that on our live radar.
It
looked like it was mostly just a line gusting out there. Those can definitely cause SLC, scary-looking clouds there along the leading edge. That's for certain, but I didn't see anything overly suspicious in that area at the moment.
All right.
But I'm keeping an eye on it.
All right, folks, if you are watching in northern Giles on any of our platforms, this is the tornado right here. This is it. Just to the south of Wheeling in the Country on Anderson Creek Road. That's going to be up in here where Wheeling is. And so this is just almost now due south of Wheeling in the Country to give you a good idea. This is going to cross Highway 166 about a mile and a half from the Murray County line. I'll go ahead and tell you, Chris and Kenlon, make sure Kerseys are in their safe place, all right? This is going to be right near them as it comes across. Here's Yoakley. This is northern Giles. And I'm going to step back here. Fly Branch, if this continues to hold together, I think it passes north of Linville and will take more of a beeline toward southern end of Culleoka. We are still quite a ways away from that occurring, all right? but that is kind of the general direction where this guy, or what remains of it, is traveling this afternoon. Just to the south of Wheeling in the Country is where we are now seeing a Doppler indicated tornado. I don't have any confirmation that that guy is still on the ground, at least right now.
No, correlation looks noisy at this moment. No clear debris signature right now on radar.
All right. That's where we stand. And I know that's got to be noise right through there.
Yeah, that
is where it is, but it's a lot more noisy now.
Yeah.
All right, so Wheeling is right about here. So now we're southeast of Wheeling in the Country, crossing Anderson Creek Road, and not nearly as impressive as it was a minute ago.
Yeah, it's less noisy now. It's more clear, but it's a lot more weak.
Yeah.
It's a lot weaker.
All right, so crossing Highway 166 here within about 60 seconds. If you are in the area of 166 to the west and south of Yoakley, being your tornado safe place, we are now in Giles County. This has now moved out of Lawrence and into Giles as we continue to keep an eye on things all around the area.
Yes, and we're also still keeping an eye on that area just south of Lawrenceburg. It looks like it could just be gusty winds right now. Again, we are still monitoring that. Gusty winds for now, so if you are just east of the intersection of the bypass Highway 64 and 43, it might get a little bit windy here in just a few minutes if you are between Lawrenceburg and the Giles County state line. So just be mindful of that. There is no warning at this time, but it could be, the winds could get gusty here in the next few minutes.
All right.
Looks
Kelli?
like Nashville's planning on letting the current warning expire because precipitation has weakened, and it has weakened. So
yes.
It looks like they're responding accordingly to that.
All right, so here's where we are. About 20 minutes ago, give or take, we had an active tornado that, and I'll tell you, Bryan Wilson looked at me and he said, Ben, there's something right here. This is happening. Kelli verified it, Fred verified it, we hopped on, and here we are. And the team of people just off the screen here, Fred, Kelli, and Bryan, are fantastic. And without them, we wouldn't be doing what we're doing. Their eyes caught this thing. We hopped on and we took it through. We have had a confirmation of a tornado on the ground. We saw it in real time with Doppler radar, and that was warned by the National Weather Service in Nashville. We have had confirmation of damage reports across Lawrence County. The tornado has since really kind of weakened and fell away into nothing into northern Giles. We're still keeping an eye on it off screen. And not to say that we can't be seeing anything else in the line, but in a finger snap, literally in a finger snap, from what we've been watching all the way through today, this tornado apparently has touched down and created quite a bit of damage across the county. I do not have any reports of injuries at this point, but we do have damage reports, and our thoughts and prayers are most certainly with those who have been affected from this today. Looks like Fred's labeling something else down here that will be affecting the southern end of our viewing area in just a little bit.
Yeah, just a heads up. We do have a tornado warning for southeastern Itawamba County, Mississippi. If that holds together, first that's going to cross across Marion County, Alabama, and I'll step onto the screen here. The reason why we're starting to talk about this is the tornadic signature over Lawrence and Giles counties in Tennessee, that's weakened and falling apart now. They're going to let the tornado warning expire. The storms in Lauderdale and Colbert counties in Alabama, they're gusty and they're loud. They're not severe. There is a tornado warning south of our viewing area in Itawamba County, Mississippi. That storm's moving east-northeast. If it holds together, tornado warnings probably required from Marion County, south of the viewing area. But if you're in southern Franklin County, Alabama, southern and central Lawrence County, Alabama, not Tennessee, Alabama, and then Morgan County, Alabama, just a heads up down the line, the next hour or two, you're going to have to watch this very carefully. This is another one of these supercell thunderstorms that's showing signs of rotation. So just wanted to jump on there briefly to give the overall situation that while the tornado situation we've had over Lawrence and Giles and Murray counties in Tennessee. That tornado signature has weakened now, and the tornado warning is being allowed to expire. There are other storms we're watching carefully. No other warnings in the viewing area, but this is not over. There could be additional tornado warnings over the next few hours, especially from one of these two storms that will be moving through North Alabama over the next 2 hours or so. We'll be watching the situation very carefully, but as of right now, tornado warning for Giles, Murray, and Lawrence counties in Tennessee is being allowed to expire. That's going to leave us with no warnings. We'll watch the situation very carefully. We're going to regroup and get some damage reports, see what's went on, and we will be back at 5 o'clock with another live update on the tornado watch situation sooner if necessary. And if any county in the viewing area is issued a tornado warning, we'll be live nonstop until the danger is over. For Ben Luna, Bryan Wilson, and Kelli Rosson, I'm Fred Gossage, live from the Tennessee Valley Weather Center. Stay with Tennessee Valley Weather. We'll keep you advised.
This is the Tennessee Valley Weather Channel.
Of your home or business, trust Lawrenceburg Glass to provide a one-of-a-kind product. From windows to mirrors, shower doors, custom framing, storefront installations, and everything in between, Lawrenceburg Glass takes pride in our quality craftsmanship and strong attention to detail. With us, your customer experience always exceeds expectations. We're reliable, on time, and we deliver stunning results. Lawrenceburg Glass. Our passion is reflected in our work.
Depend on Bryan Wilson every weekend on the Tennessee Valley Weather Channel.
You count on your coat to keep you covered through the winter months, your hat to keep you covered in the summer sun,